Alright, well, good morning, everybody. Nice to see you. You don't need to adjust your speakers. That increased echo is because I am in a new room. They put me in a nice big room, way the hell away from everyone else. So I don't know what to read into that, but regardless, alright, so just bear with me. Maybe at some point I'll get some, I'll hang a comforter on the ceiling or something to dampen out that echo. But that's another story, that's another topic. The topic we're here to talk about is writing an equation in slope-intercept form when given 2 points. Slope-intercept form when given 2 points. That's what we're here to talk about, so let's get it. Let's get it. 2 points determines a line. Always. When you're representing in geometry, that's a huge rule. It's 2 points make a line. So if you got 2 points, ain't nothing stopping you from writing a line. So let's get it. Slope-intercept form looks like this. Hopefully it looks familiar. Y is equal to mx plus b. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Mr. Miller, 1, that marker's not good enough. It's not new enough. I agree. I'll try this one. 2, why do they call it slope-intercept form? Well, I'm here to bring the answers. They call it slope-intercept form because it gives you the slope and then it gives you the intercept. That's why they call it slope-intercept form. Because the first thing it does is it presents you the slope, which we denote with an M, and then it presents you with the intercept, which we denote with the B. So in order to write this equation, we're going to need 2 things. We're going to need to find the slope, and we're going to need to find the intercept. Sing it with me. We're going to need to find the slope, we're going to need to find the intercept. And then we have power. You could do this with any 2 points. You're sitting at the dinner table with your mom or your girlfriend or your boyfriend and say, yo, give me 2 points. I promise you I can write the equation of the line that touches those 2 points. So let's get it. Let's first find the slope. Well, slope has a formula. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. It's called the slope formula. And you're seeing these x's, this little sub 1, this little sub 2, and you might be thinking, I don't see that up there nowhere. Look, we know x, y, right? That's a coordinate point. All coordinate points, they're always x, y. It's how we, it's a notation we settled on a long time ago. We need the 1 and the 2 to differentiate between the 2 y's so we know what we're talking about. Now, it doesn't matter which one you call x1. You just got to call one of them. So I'm going to pick this one. That's going to become x1, therefore that's got to be x2. Now we got to line up the y's with the x's. And now we good. We want to substitute these values into this equation. So let's get it. Come on. I got m is equal to y2, which is -1, minus 7. All of that is over x2, which is 3, minus x1, which is 6. That gives me -8 over -3. Negative divided by negative is positive, so that gives me 8 over 3. Alright, so what do we know now? So that's the key. Right now you're going to say, okay, so now we know. Sometimes I'm just going to write it. So now we know the following. There's my, that's my beautiful K there. Now we know this. Now y is equal to 8 over 3x plus b. All we need to do is find the intercept. If we found the intercept, then we good, we done. It's over. In order to find the intercept, what we got to do is we got to use what we know. Use what we know. We know the following. We know that every single time x is 3, y's got to be -1 every single time, not half the time. Not 90% of the time, all the time. Every single time x is 3, y is -1. Every time. That's what the coordinate point means. That's physically, that's fundamentally what it means. Sorry, got a little carried away there. All right, so as I was saying, so what we're going to do is we're going to substitute the x. And watch what I do. Watch what I do. I say 8 over 3 when x is 3. I always substitute the x first because this is a function. You input an x and you get a y. So I'm inputting the 3, and every time I make x 3, y has to be -1. It doesn't have a choice. And even if you look at this equation, you say to yourself, those two things aren't equal. It's not true. It's true. You're right, it's not true. But that's the whole reason for B. B's like, yo, that's why I exist. I'm here to make this true. Without me, it's not true. So let's simplify it. Remember, that's over 1, so these divide and become 1. 8 times 1 is 8. So we get -1 is equal to 8. That's scary fraction. See you later. Oh, and by the way, it's not scary. Alright, so we're almost there. Subtract 8 from both sides. Boom, boom. That's 0. See you later. -1 minus 8 is -9. So B equals -9. Therefore, y is equal to 8 over 3x minus 9. That is how we do it. That's how we do it. It don't work for any 2 points. You can't draw 2 points that you cannot connect with a straight line. So I'm going to give you one now. So let me give you it here. We're going to go with I got a couple picked out special for you over here. We're going to go 3, 0, and -2, 5. All right, so the next one is going to be 3, 0, and -2, 5. 3, 0, -2, 5. The instructions are the exact same. Write the equation of a line that goes through these 2 points. And I want it in this form, y equals mx plus b. So you get started. I got to sprint over to my eraser so I can start erasing the board while you get to work. But don't worry. I guess you could always hit pause as well. Alright, boom, done. You should hit pause. You can do this. Hit pause. Unpause. Me and you. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's do it. So the question says put it in slope-intercept form. That means there's 2 things we need. We need the slope. We need the intercept. So let's go get the slope. M is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. The change in y over the change in x. So we get to assign our x1 and our y1. Remember, x has always come first, so this time I'm going to call that 1, so that's got to be y1, and that's x2, so that's got to be y2. Let's apply it. Let's apply it. So we got 5. Come on, finish this before me. Don't wait for me. You don't need to. Let me check your answer, not create your answer. Come on. All right, so we got y2 minus y1. Oh, there's that subtracted by 0. I like that. That's good stuff. Minus 3. 5 minus 0, you know that. -2, take away 3 more. Now you're down 5. -1. All right. So that's our slope. So we know the rate of change. Rate of change is the slope. Boom. Y equals -1x plus b. We just got to know where this thing starts. This is b for beginning. I didn't write that, but that's a nice way to think about it. B is the beginning. I didn't spell beginning right. And slope is how it moves. Because it's the y-intercept. And even if you think of the y-axis, if you really ponder the y-axis for a second, you'll see the y-axis is always when x is 0. And x most of the time is time, meaning 0, meaning now, the beginning, where it started. That's the y-intercept. It's always the y-intercept. Now, I didn't mean that that's -1. It would be down here somewhere. But regardless, y-intercept, where it begins. So let's use what we know. We know every single time x is -2, y has to be 5. We know that for sure. I could also use this point. So I'm going to make x -2. I always make the x first because this is a cause and effect thing, sports fans. It's a cause and effect thing. Once x is -2, y doesn't have a choice. Y, you all out of options. You got to be 5. You all out of options, y, you got to be 5. So we got 5 is equal to 2 plus b. Oh, we almost there. Let's just get rid of this 2. And let's go b is equal to 3. That's gotta feel good because now you got the y-intercept, you got the slope. You just come back and say, all right, y is equal to -1x plus 3. And if you don't want to put the -1, you don't even have to. You could just put -x plus 3. Both of those are right. They both beautiful. And that's how we roll. That's how we do it. There's a lot of different ways to do this type of problem, so I know I need to make another video, but for now I feel done. Hopefully you learned some. Any 2 points in the world. You give me 2 points, you could just make them up. Here, just make up 2 points for me. Okay? Yeah. That's -1 and 10. And 5 and what? 7? 7 good? Okay. And you can make a line between those 2 points. You can just do it all day long. Not that you should do it all day long, but you should have a beautiful time all day long. All right, see you.